Hi there everyone, and kia ora. I'm Deb Deshayes, Blind Citizens Australia CEO, and I am on the lands of the Wurundjeri people in Ross House in Melbourne, and I'm actually joined by some of our board members today.
Hello everyone, I'm Francois from Melbourne, Victoria, and for this year I've been appointed as the chair of the National Policy Committee.
Hello everyone, I'm Helen Freris from Victoria as well, and this year I've been appointed to the role of Vice President.
Hi everyone, I'm Fiona Woods. I'm from the Mountains in New South Wales, and I'm continuing on in my role as President. This is the year I'm standing for election.
Hi everyone, I'm Webster from Canberra, and I'm continuing on as Treasurer and Chair of the Farms.
The reason we're together is we've actually just spent the last 2 days in person as a board. It's been fantastic to actually sit around, literally sitting around a table together, doing some engagement activities and connecting, because we've welcomed 2 of our new board members, Neil and Robin. They're not joining us today, but they will be very soon. So we thought it would be a great opportunity to actually say hello to all our members. And I thought I might just sort of turn to perhaps Fiona first, just to share something that you think would be good for our members to know about.
I think I want our members to know that across this weekend, it's been reinforced to me, something I've known for a while, that the board brings such a weight of lived experience, knowledge, skill, experience of all different life things that have happened to them, backgrounds, and passion for BCA. Now, each of us has talked about the story that means that we connect to BCA, and we've all got really strong reasons why we want to work for BCA and help it achieve its purpose. And I want members to know that all of us are driven by that, but also that that can be true for all our members. And so anyone of you think about maybe one day taking on a role with BCA or becoming a board member or president.
It was an interesting time of reflection, Fiona, because I've only been in the role for about 3 months, and you took us through an activity actually around why is it that we've all made our commitment to Blind Citizens Australia. And I know I talked a little bit about engagement and connection and just collaboration in the last couple of days have very much highlighted how much we all collaborate together. Thanks, thanks for sharing.
Well, did you know about the policy and advocacy hub? That's my short answer to that. But really, we often find ourselves, something happens to you that is related to the way that your blindness or vision impairment is, or should I say, is not accommodated for in society. And very often, I can always say, guaranteed you're not the first one to whom this has happened. But very often BCA has already done a lot of work, found the facts, looked at legislation, done some advocacy work. So I would really encourage people to look at the policy and advocacy hub. It's got policy reports, decision papers, and short fact sheets which puts all those information together. So next time you need to talk to your council or when you want to advocate for yourself with this one information, go look there. And if you feel you're not comfortable using these websites, feel free to contact the staff and talk to them about how you can get this information, whether they explain it to you or send it to you in an alternative format. And lastly, I would just really want to invite people to contact us if there are issues you would like us to work on, or if you have views on issues that we are communicating that the National Policy Committee is working on this year. We really need you and want you to share your views, because it's our job to be representative of our broader membership. So I really look forward to contributions from the member.
Sure, Deb. I'd like to acknowledge Stephen too. I'm sure he would concur a lot of what I'm about to say. BCA is what it is. Our strength is our members. The people who become part of branches, who take part in trivia, who engage in all sorts of peer support networks and activities, and share insights with each other. And so I'd like members to know that just as much as the board has lots of different skills and experiences and attributes that we bring from our lives, so too does each BCA member. And that experience can be to do with where you live, how old you are, or how young you are, your cultural background, where you come from, whether you were born in Australia or whether you were born somewhere else, whether you are part of the community of the first people of this country. We would really like to be talking to you, hearing from you, and learning from you a lot more. And not only that, but we'd like to be hearing from people that you know who may not be part of BCA. We're really interested in hearing about, what it is that suggests that you're not part of BCA because you don't know about us yet, or maybe you're not sure how BCA can be part of your lives as it is for us. We'd like to be hearing a lot more about that, and reading that to what we do.
Steve, while Francois was talking, you might have heard a loud noise of the truck going past, and for some of the weekend while we were here, there was a lot of road digging underneath, and I'd kind of like to connect that with the finances. I said the word farm, it's a bit of the old acronym for the Finance, Audit and Risk Management Committee. And while we do a lot of great things in terms of policy and advocacy on the surface, and they can be seen, behind the scenes and perhaps under the ground are the finances that enable that to happen. And part of our deliberations this weekend was to look at our responsibilities as directors, and among those responsibilities there are some important financial ones. And looking at those a little bit deeper, we looked at the way in which we each deepened our understanding of finances, of the reports that we get, dug into those to find out what various documents like the profit and loss or the balance sheet or the cash flow mean in general. We also looked at them in particular for December, and while we were looking at big picture items like the uncertainty of the funding environment going forward, the good news is that for December, we're about halfway through the current financial year. We're looking pretty good. Our expenses and our income are pretty much aligned, and we're in a good position so far. So let's see how the next half of the financial year goes.
I just thought it would be great just to give you that quick update, kind of have you in the room with us as such, even just for a few moments. So hope you all have a great rest of the month of February. It's pretty hot here in Melbourne at the moment, so we're looking forward to a little bit of cooler weather. And as I say, someone's going to sort of be joining me every couple of CEO videos, so I'm not quite safe with this yet, but look forward to connecting in with you virtually again soon. Till now, take care.